I know what the fuck going on. Yeah. It's us. YouTube. What's up, YouTube? It's me right now. Back with another. Maybe y'all see that title, boy. But I ain't gonna motherfucking lie. Nah, they say this is a little bloodhound. This the bloodhound story. Bloodhound Jeff. Now, I ain't gonna count. What is this? Is it a Jeff story or this just a whole bloodhound? I ain't gonna count. In the comments, y'all gotta tell me what's going on. Cause I'm low-key lost. They might really just first time repeat to it. So, y'all hit me out. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell. Help me out. Tell me about the bloodhound story. Tell me about the bloodhound. Tell me who all in it. And just let me know what's up. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell. I'ma watch it with y'all. Y'all gotta watch it with me. And it's for reaction. Let's do it, nigga. But nah, real shit though. Man, tell me what's going on with this shit, man. I don't even know.
Hey, look, Jeff and Z Money ain't go to heaven on my they went somewhere. Ooh, hey, I don't even want to tell you where they went. I ain't gonna lie. My homies can't go to heaven on my we did too much to go to heaven. I know what my brother went. I know what my brother at.
He said I ain't going to heaven. That's what he said though. So is that true, y'all? I don't know. I don't know.
My brother, he 50 miles away. He 50 miles. He 50,000 miles away from heaven. Come on. I'm taking the school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. Coming with no, you ain't got.
He said wet class they nigga going to, and you gotta have at least wet 2 bodies. But hell nah. That's why I said y'all gotta pick me on game. Pick me on game, y'all.
That shit I can't work with no beginners. I'm just saying when I came outside for real, I was like 18 type.
So can you tell us like who introduced you to the street life?
My brother.
Your older brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was he showing you the ropes?
Let me tell you, my crib got when I was like 14. I was some stupid ass. The bullet that flew like right past my face. They just shot the back and the front. Then they blew the car and set that on fire. It was busting. I ain't gonna lie, it was going on.
Hey yo squad, what's the drill? Back with another video, man. Today, we're covering the crazy story of the Bloodhounds, especially Bloodhound Lil Jeff, a notorious set coming out of the Shy. And with Lil Jeff as the face of the set, things got really wild when Z Money was backdoored over a chain incident. Z Money pulled the snake move and took one of his homies' chains and claimed it got lost during a police chase, so his homie popped him allegedly. The crew split up, and ever since then, Q50 and Lil Jeff made it their mission to exact revenge for Z Money, even tattooing his name on their trigger fingers. Bodies started dropping with main Opps feeling most of the heat. Lil Jeff picked up the mic and started dropping tracks with clues on hit after hit. The entire Chicago was tapped in and fans started decoding the bodies. Lil Jeff wasn't just a clout chasing rapper, he was really stepping in the streets, hopping on IG Live, claiming.
Now, was Lil Jeff like that? Like, was he catching bodies for real? Like, was he catching bodies? Like, let me know something.
That he no longer has enough fingers to count his body. He on his toes now. Crazy thing is, not long ago, Lil Jeff and his homie Q50 would end up on a mission to get active. Jeff chased after his target, but in the process, someone inside saw what was happening and returned fire, hitting Lil Jeff over 19 times. Jeff's homies, Q50, returned fire and managed to take Lil Jeff to the hospital. And after all that, karma still caught up with him and he lost his life. The story doesn't end there though, because his homie Q50 allegedly unlocked Revenge 2.0 and hit them streets hard. And you gon' need to lock in as we break down the whole story. So without further ado, let's skip the play and get down to business. The block where Lil Jeff was putting in work, what they call Drill City, got mad history on the east. We're talking about 79th and Maryland, a hood that came up out of what the OGs used to call Lawn City, a huge territory stretching from 78th all the way down to 83rd. Back in them days, Lawn City was GD territory for real.
So Q50 another Bloodhound Jeff? I don't know, y'all.
But when them big gang structures started falling apart in the 2000s, the area broke down into smaller sets with their own identity. Drill City got its name when Chicago's drill scene was blown up. One of the first mixtapes to ever drop in the drill wave was called A Day in Drill City by Fat Smack back in 2010. Just to show how deep this area was connected to the birth of drill music. The shorties from there claimed bar none crazy, basically saying they was renegades who wasn't following nobody's rules but their own. The Bloodhound crew started forming in the early 2010s.
Damn. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a lot of them motherfuckers.
Bringing together members from different sets like Drill City, Chris World, MTV 079, and 400 East. J Boogie, Jeff's big bro, was one of the original Bloodhounds, rolling with JB Bin Laden from 400 East and other respected members. These dudes built the rep of getting busy in the streets, catching bodies and letting it be known they wasn't playing. J Boogie kept getting booked through the 2010s, doing bid after bid. By the time Jeff hopped off the porch around 2020, the Bloodhounds was already certified as one of the most feared crews on the east side. They was mainly cool with the sets like MTV 079 while beefing with hard rival sets like 8 Trey Mob, Evans Mob, and Hit Squad. The younger generation of Bloodhounds included Jeff, Q50, Bert, and Jeff's cousin Z Money, who would make major noise in the streets. Unlike a lot of these new rappers who claim they was with the business after they blew up, Jeff came into a crew that was already applying pressure. The Bloodhounds have been terrorizing Opps for years before Jeff even touched the mic. When he finally did start rapping, Shorty was already moving like a demon in these streets.
Around that time,
You was doing the Soulja Boy.
I was trying to play basketball, but that's around the time I ain't make the varsity team. So at 16 was when I was realizing this shit was real. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
His big bro J Boogie was already deep in the game and put Jeff down with the Bloodhound crew. These wasn't just some random dudes who clicked up yesterday. Most of these fellas grew up together around 79th and Maryland in what they call Drill City. When DJ UTV asked who introduced him to the streets, Jeff kept it simple and said, "My older brother."
So can you tell us like who introduced you to the street life?
My brother.
Your older brother, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And how was he showing you the ropes?
Let me tell you, nigga.
Once in them streets, Jeff wasn't playing no games. Shorty quickly got familiar with them blicks and earned his stripes. While Jeff was making a name for himself in the streets, he didn't start his rap career until late 2022. Unlike many who claim street cred for clout, Jeff entered the rap game already feared on the east side. His friend Vert was the one who pushed him to start recording. Jeff's first recorded track was Bloody Family with Jay, released in late 2022. The song established his connection to the Bloodhound crew and served as his introduction to Chicago's drill scene. This was quickly followed by solo tracks like Can't Beat Us and collaborations with Vert like I Love My Draco. Everything changed for Lil Jeff in March 2023 when his cousin Z Money got hit up. Z Money was gunned down on the 1300 block of East 79th Street, catching over 29 shots according to reports. This hit different. Z Money was family.
Fuck.
Not just another homie from the block. The laws flipped the switch in Lil Jeff. Z Money's passing, Jeff and his boy Q50 both got Z Money tatted above their eyes and on their trigger fingers. This was a constant reminder of who they were sliding for. The streets was watching and they knew what was coming next. What made the beef especially wild was that Drill City and Trap City had been allies for over a decade. They used to be cool, but after Z Money's passing, everything fell apart. What supposedly sparked this fallout was some drama over a chain. According to an interview with Trap City members, somebody from the Bloodhounds took a chain and then lied about it getting stolen during a police chase. Trap City folks say the whole beef popped off over some chain drama. That petty lick turned real serious real quick when Z Money allegedly got caught lacking by his own people. Straight backdoored by dudes he used to call homies. That snake move lit the fuse on the war that turned former allies into deadly ops overnight.
That was my homie.
He stole the chain, bro. We tried like he took it. He stole my own chain.
Was that South Jason?
Nah, brother. One of the other guys.
This one of the other. This other one.
Folks letting him wear the J. He come back like he got into a high speed with 12. Line saying he lost it. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's how they look. You know?
The beef between the Bloodhounds and Trap City turned hot real quick. Jeff and his crew started applying serious pressure, especially on Rhodes Avenue between 66th and 68th Street, which was Trap City territory. In one of his tracks, Jeff bragged about shooting so much on Rhodes Avenue that their ops had to shut their trap down. Chicago police scanner reports confirmed numerous shootings in that area throughout 2023. The beef stretched beyond Chicago. Rumors circulated that Jeff and the Bloodhounds were doing #1 contract hits in Milwaukee. Multiple songs reference Hidden for Paper in Milwaukee with lyrics about blood for hire. Some fans found photos of Jeff hanging in Milwaukee with gang members, and his social media showed him wearing the same outfit in Milwaukee as in Chicago music videos. While the Trap City beef was heating up, Jeff caught another problem with sets from Chicago's west side. A crew from an area called Jungle, BKN, allegedly robbed Jeff for some watches. Instead of letting it go, Jeff turned up the pressure. This situation hit different because one of Jeff's main homies, Vert, used to be cool with dudes from the Jungle. But after the watch incident, that relationship was done. By early 2023, rumors began circulating online that Bloodhound Lord Jeff was responsible for multiple murkings. Even DJ UTV acknowledged Jeff's notorious reputation during their interview. The host admitted he initially thought Jeff must be from the UK because the body count attached to his name seemed too high to be from a Chicago rapper.
I thought you
Damn, so you got that many bodies? God damn.
was some. I thought originally I thought you were a UK drill artist.
UK is a dumbass shit. I tell you.
You want to know? I'm gonna tell you right now why I thought you was from the UK. Cause they said Bloodhound Lil Jeff got 10 bodies. I said, okay, well he can't be in Iraq then. This you feel me? In the UK.
Eventually, he would claim to have 11 bodies, surpassing the notorious King Von. Jeff displayed an alarming knowledge of specific details that match crime scenes and police reports. One of Jeff's most chilling moments was during an Instagram Live when he discussed starting a drill school. He declared that potential students needed to meet a minimum requirement.
I'm taking this to school. Class start next week. You gotta at least have 2 bodies though. You coming with no, you ain't got shit. I can't work with no beginners.
The most well-documented case allegedly tied to Jeff was the June 2023 murking of Lil. Lil was a 19-year-old member of Trap City who was hit up while sitting in a rideshare car in Chicago's Little Italy neighborhood near the University of Illinois campus. According to reports, somebody approached the vehicle and fired multiple shots through the rear passenger window.
Chicago police investigating a yesterday evening. Jaleel Goins was pronounced dead at Rush University Medical Center, but police and nearby residents tell us the incident began in the 1300 block of West Taylor Street, where Goins was a passenger in a rideshare and was...
In multiple songs and social media posts, Jeff appeared to take credit for this act. In his track, Stretched, Jeff rapped about catching an op in a bowl, slang for fishbowl, referring to somebody getting caught lacking in untinted windows. In another song, he mentioned catching somebody in a lift, seemingly referencing rideshare services. After Lil's passing, Jeff and his crew began throwing up L's as a form of disrespect.
Hey, look, you want that chain, look. They tried to run it, they tried to get in the car and pull out. Right
It ain't no middle.
That's just how I'm living. If you get smacked in such a mouth, we don't condone the shit. Pay attention, I can show you.
Pay attention, little boy. You know that.
Can't stop rapping about the. They shot my cousin, but they killed him for some. We trade, we was Spanish, but the only difference is killed them.
Another alleged victim was Pooh, who was taken out in April 2023, just weeks after Z-Money's passing. Pooh was found hit up multiple times on the front lawn of his home. While this case remains unsolved, Jeff openly linked himself to this drill on social media. When asked online why people were laughing at Pooh's passing, Jeff commented that Pooh had been dissing Z-Money. In his posthumously released song, In Your Home, Jeff described this situation with alarming precision, rapping about waiting outside somebody's home and catching them on their lawn. These details matched exactly what happened with the circumstances of Pooh's passing. Perhaps the most shocking incident tied to Jeff was the January 2024 situation that claimed the lives of Monty and Lil Rob.
After all caught on a nearby surveillance camera. You can see both victims here on the left side of your screen. Here on the right side, a dark-colored SUV pulls up. Underneath the train tracks, at least one person can be seen running from the car, ambushing the then runs back into the SUV. The driver taking off south on Wabash and then turning west on Madison. All of this happening right in the middle of the Loop lunch rush hour.
The two Jungle BKM members were leaving Innovations High School during lunch when hitters exited from two vehicles and opened fire. The attack happened in broad daylight in one of Chicago's safest neighborhoods.
Investigators say both teens were shot and killed Friday afternoon near Wabash and Washington Streets as they left school with a group of friends. The teens were students at CPS Charter School Innovations High School.
While never charged, Jeff
And the man just don't give a fuck. Like,
dropped numerous hints implicating himself.
Shit will start happening, and y'all know this by now. I went black for like a week, and poof. Gotta go. After that, poof. I came back, poof. Long live though.
In February 2024, he released the song "I," which contained bars about making people scream "Ah" after he hit them up, and walking into the lid store to buy 2 hats, and having people that didn't get a chance to run.
Now he on the floor looking like a bitch. Just walked in list with 2 hats. Rich stepping on blood, niggas know how I get.
Jeff's alleged body count grew even further with the claims of his involvement in the November 2023 double homie of D Money and Lil Deuce. The pair were hit inside a car on the 8300 block of South Dorchester. In his emoji system tracking hits, Jeff appeared to reference D Money and Lil Deuce with a crown. By May 2024, Jeff claimed to have taken his 11th life, allegedly taking out baby KD from 8 Trey Mob. In an Instagram live shortly after KD's passing, Jeff stated that he was now on his toes because he could no longer count his hits on his fingers.
Play this, y'all know the
I'm on my toes. We got his soul. I wanna bust it.
Ooh, 2 AP, come play with him.
You want nigga, yeah.
Shit ain't Chris. That shit ain't.
I'm gon' bust it. But that shit is 11. You gon' be 8 and I'ma scan your scary ass to hell.
Jeff's method of keeping track of his alleged hits was particularly disturbing. He used a system of emojis in his social media posts, with each emoji representing a different hit. In one infamous post, he included 10 different emojis with a caption referencing King Von lyrics, leading fans to decode each symbol as a specific person he claimed to have murked. His life ended on June 8th, 2024, though, in a shootout on South Rose Avenue, the same street he claimed to shoot up in his music. Surveillance footage captured the entire incident, showing Jeff jumping out of the car with Q50 and other Bloodhound members. Jeff, wearing a black Nike Tech hoodie, rushes ahead with a strap, chasing a man who runs up porch steps and into a house. As Jeff tries to follow him inside, just as he described doing to others in his songs, someone opened fire from inside. Jeff is hit multiple times and thrown backward. Q50 and another hitter returned fire while Jeff lies on the ground. According to reports, Jeff was hit 19 times with 58 shell casings found at the scene. Q50 and another member managed to get Jeff's body to the hospital, but it was too late. His funeral took place on June 22nd, 2024. The streets of Chicago ain't been the same since Jeff's passing. In the weeks following his demise, the beef between Bloodhounds and their ops only got more heated. Q50 stepped up as the new face of the crew, vowing to continue what Jeff started. On social media, he made it clear, my brother and twin is gone, but I'm already done crying and planning to do exactly what Jeff told me to do. The war with Trap City intensified, with both sides taking shots at each other on social media and in music. Trap City Rob gained his own following online, becoming something of an anti-hero to fans who saw him as representing the older, more business-minded generation of street figures. In interviews, Rob talked about conflict resolution and criticized drill culture, while Bloodhounds continued to diss him in songs and posts. Jeff's posthumous album, Stepped in Blood, dropped on June 26, 2024, through Grade A Productions, the same label that had released Juice WRLD's music. The project featured 12 tracks, including a remix of Ah with G Herbo. It quickly became one of the most talked about drill releases of the year, with fans analyzing every bar for additional confessions about his street activities. That's Lil Jeff's story though, y'all. From Hooper to Shooter to 6 feet deep at only 21. Just another Chicago legend who lived exactly what he rapped. In less than 2 years in the game, Shorty built a rep that had the whole internet talking. 10, maybe 11 bodies by his own count, and enough evidence in his music that even the skeptics started believing. Unlike a lot of these cap rappers, Jeff was really sliding, but in the end, the same streets that made him famous took him out. And you gotta let that be a lesson, man. The streets are undefeated, period. The only way you even have a chance is to stay smart, stay alert, and stay real. I'm out, y'all.
Well, legit, I ain't gonna count. That was a crazy ass story right there. That shit was crazy. Fuck, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell. Like I said, when they grind, subscribe all the motherfucking time. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn that bell. Yeah, ends the video. Bye.